Hello beautiful people, good evening and welcome to this other episode of your talk show. It is Inside Out, and of course I remain your host Solange Tanjong. With me this evening I have a guy that makes me blush. You know how these Nigerians, when they use Jangsana, the shiny ears, that's the kind of guy I have in the house, but he's not a Nigerian, he's proudly Cameroon. He's good with what he does. And what does he do? He does music and of course instruments. Yes, he's been in the industry for as long as you can imagine, but professionally it's been 5 years. Let's have this transition. When we come back we get to meet our guest.
Be the first to break, carry guns and give a child to hold. Was it you and I, or was it the UNO raped in Congo? They take them guns and them bombs and them kill our sons, report it on the news as if it's our fault. La da la da la da la da.
Welcome, just grab a seat because this evening is going to blow your minds. Like I earlier said, with me this evening, I have an amazing artist. He doesn't only sing, but he equally plays the guitar, an instrument that I have been struggling to play all my life, but he just does it like nothing is happening. Then I'm like, come on, Bo, let me just deceive people that I can play. And then he smiles. He's like, yes, I know a lot of you are curious and you're asking who is in the building. It's no other person but Wazih, the Bamenda boy. You're welcome to Inside Out, sweetie.
Thank you very much, Solange.
Hi, did you see? Did you see that thing that I was saying? It's not Jansa, it's a natural one. He's not a Nigerian, Cameroonian, no Jansa. Sweetie, you look amazing, I must say.
Thank you very much. You look amazing.
So what's your secret?
I drink a lot of water.
He drinks a lot of water. I remember one of a comedian saying that, how do you call him again? Senior pastor. Mm-hmm. You know, he kind of has your hair. He was like, ha! Before, when you have this hair, people will look at you and say you are Mokala, but now people are buying to have that hair. So congratulations on keeping your own, brother.
Thank you very much.
Once more, you're highly welcome.
Thank
to
you
the
very
show.
much. Solange.
Trust me, when I listened to your songs, I was like, wow, where did this guy come from? We are familiar with Coupé de Calais, Dikosi, and then these our upcoming stars now that have just come and are deceiving us with music of the moment. Then I listened to this one, I was like, wow, finally we have an R. Kelly in Cameroon. As a voice man, yes, finally we have lasting music in the industry. Not music that you dance to it this year and next year you forget, but music that in the next 10-20 years you still lie on your bed and say, oh, Wazih, thank you for leaving me with this message. So bro, what inspires you to write these songs?
Well, nature itself. Like I'm somebody who is very open to emotions and whatever is going on around me. So whenever I'm writing, I just write what I feel at the moment. It could be war, it could be famine, it could be peace, it could be love, it could be anxiety, it could be a lot of stuff. So I just pour them into the music. That's what happened.
Okay, I remember talking to you before this and we're talking about how you got into music. Mm-hmm. My curiosity is, you don't need to know everything, right? Yeah. My curiosity is, why do you have to close your eyes when you're singing?
Well, it helps me get into the spirit of the song. It helps me concentrate more. It helps me hear the notes the way I actually wrote them. And I'm more focused with, can I say the spirits? I'm more focused with the spirit of the song.
If Wazih is saying that, then I'll say maybe true, because before I've never believed it. So I might just assume that truly men of God need to go to the mountain to have the silence, to have the space, to have this quiet in order to concentrate and communicate to God. Yeah. So are you one of those, the mighty name of Jesus, out?
I'm far from a man of God, but I just.
But
believe,
it's the same thing, I guess.
Yeah. I just believe solitude helps you bring out what you have.
Is it some kind of yoga?
No, it could be, but solitude.
Because it needs concentration.
Yeah, solitude helps you like bring out what you have that is special. Because the moment your eyes are open, the moment you are fraternizing with people, always you get their energy. There's an exchange. There's always an exchange, and you can't really focus on being you. Like you notice when you're around somebody, the language the person uses, the slangs, the subtleties in their way of speaking, you actually adapt them. That's actually how life is in general. So, but when you find time for yourself and you find time to concentrate, I believe that you are able to put out that uniqueness. That's what you have to bring to the table, I think.
Of course, if you have to bring that unique thing that is inside of you, you need to bring it to the table. You need that quiet space. You need to close your eyes, just be you, concentrate, communicate with the spirits, feel the spirits, and trust me, you'll be getting it right like what Zay is doing. Yes. So dear, I remember you are not just some guy on the streets that out of frustration decided to jump into the studio and say, okay, I want to do music for the sake of doing music, for the sake of doing something. You're a bachelor's holder.
I'm a master's degree holder, actually.
Wow. Now I was bringing you down. You're a master's holder.
Yeah, I had a
in what, sweetie?
Business intelligence, innovation, entrepreneurship, and development of small and medium-sized enterprises.
Please hold my hand. I want to learn. No, you're not taking my hand. Show me the way. One problem we Cameroonians have is this: we want to start up here, forgetting to know that those that are here, they started from nothing. So if you need somebody to hold your hand and take you to this level, yeah, you see the guy. Let the always sing, oh, you get this thing. Forget about the looks. That's why I say when you want, there's something my mom will always tell me. If you see any pastor, any man of God that does not have a job of his own that gives him earning, that man is a thief. So this evening I'm telling you, Wazih is one of those artists that has proven that just jumping into the studio every other day in the name of singing, taking cocaine, taking alcohol, and jumping around with women is you making it, then you are so wrong. He is not just a manager, but he's a master's holder. Come on, sweetie. How do you incorporate that? Your job and music, isn't it heavy?
Yeah, it is quite heavy, but then I believe that if we could find time to watch TV series and other stuff, we could find time to actually put into what we love doing and into productive work, I think.
Hey, I feel say the artists that feed the food. Thanks so much for changing my mindset. And trust me, if you're watching this, that you aspire to do music, that you aspire to do any art of any form, please, brother, please, sister, give yourself time to think about it. Is that what you want to do? And should you do just that? That's the question you should ask yourself. He's doing it and he's doing excellently well. Is it every day you get into the studio and you want to sing?
Not.
Do you get inspired every day that you just get up and say, okay, I'm going to the studio, something might come up?
Nah, most times I just play my guitar and it comes up, and then I could call my engineer and say I have something to drop. Or most of the times I'm at the studio, I just feel something, I could put it down. You
know why I'm bringing this up? Because a lot of us, when we say we want to do music, we just hang around the studio, even when there's no inspiration, even when there's no idea, we just want to be there. With this mentality that, I don't know if you put copy, because why would you be around the studio when you're doing nothing?
I actually feel that the reason why every other song sounds the same is because all the artists are always together. They are always friends. They are always fraternizing.
The peak ideas.
They are always, all artists still. That's just something that is universal. Every artist, you actually, your art form is a composition of what's around you, the people that influence you, what you listen to mostly, often and stuff. So that's what you, whenever you want to create, it's like, I don't know how I call it in creative art, but I think it's just you're just joining other things that are already existing, and then you yeah.
Well, it's not just about joining things. It's not just about hanging out with fellow artists. It's not just about hanging out with fellow journalists. Go to other places, exploit other things, have a different mindset. If you're a journalist, why not go to the field and try playing football? If you're a footballer, why not go to a bank and say, I want to do a teller? Just try anything. Trust me, you don't need to stay in the same environment for too long. It limits or it reduces your scope, your scope of understanding of other things. So I believe if we can know a little of everything, trust me, if they throw you in a desert, you will still survive. So dear, I know you're with one of the biggest labels in the country.
Yes.
How did they get to you?
Well, quite frankly, I was at the studio and one time, and the boss was there. So firstly, we didn't meet on the basis of music. Like, I told him I was a degree holder, and I just told him about myself. We're just discussing in general. And so he pitched a business proposal to me because he wanted to start a company then. So he told me the next day we met. We talked about the business proposal and everything. We discussed and stuff. So that was what we were working on.
And you were keeping the other side of you behind.
The thing is, I don't mostly talk. Mostly when I meet someone, I talk about like what we have in common. And so we're talking about business, and then with time, he got to listen to my music, and he was like, "Jeez." I definitely, like, he didn't know how to sell it. Still now we actually don't know how to market it, but we actually know it's good. And when it's good, people like what is good.
No matter how long it takes.
Yeah. So
people will accept it and enjoy it.
I enjoy it too.
And not just enjoy it for a moment, but for a very long time.
Yeah. So actually, that's how it is. So for the moment, he doesn't even calculate profitability for now. He's just investing. He just knows that he has to be part of of this.
Trust me, there's something I always tell myself. You know, there is nothing you will do in life that will give you money that you didn't invest money into it.
Yeah, that's right.
We use money to look for money. So if you want to succeed in life,
yes, money.
Yes, I have a friend that once told me that this thing we call echo is life. There's nothing like echo. What you give out
is what you receive.
So if you sit there and you're shouting every day, oh, now which can balog this, now which can balog this, trust me, that kind of balog will keep coming back to you. But if you sit like your boss and you believe in something, even when nobody else believes in you, trust me, that your belief will move from belief to
materialization.
It will definitely materialize itself. So believe in what you're doing and keep doing it. One thing that keeps us on the spot is because we try too many things at the same time. You try this, you're not patient enough to see it grow, to see it mature. You jump into another thing, and all your life you see yourself.
I actually read a book called Outliers. It's an interesting read. It says you have to put about 1,000 hours in whatever you do to be an expert at it. So at every moment when I'm working towards something, I'm like, if I haven't put in like 1,000 hours already,
you haven't started working.
I shouldn't expect the type of result I should have. So that doesn't mind.
Okay, people, if your dreams do not scare you, then they're not big enough. Roland, please, let's have this transition. When we come back, we'll continue talking about it. Welcome back, people. It is Inside Out, and of course we still have Wazih in the building, and he's talking music and business. Do not limit yourself, you're more than that. And he released this song recently, It Will Take Me to Moon. To moon. Do you know what that is? Not the moon, oh. Mourn. You know when you're deep in it now, you start mourning. That's how the song makes me. It makes me mourn. And of course, I don't only end at mourning, but I yearn for more and more and more and more of it. What song is on your playlist? Is it Wazih? If it's not, well, then wait until I bring to you the song that I'm talking so much about. But before that, I would like to come back to Wazih. Sweetie, you're a writer.
Yeah,
You play the guitar. At the same time, you sing. Our experience Sing for baby now.
Okay.
Am I not good enough for you to sing for me?
Of course you are.
Hey, just look at me. Even if I'm ugly, if I have a big nose, say you have a big nose. Just look at me. Get inspired. Sing something for me.
Okay. Let me see. Solange, you're beautiful. Solange, you look great. Solange, you're beautiful. Solange, you look great. I'm thinking of what to say to you. Get out that beautiful smile. I'm actually improvising. Solange, you're beautiful. And you look great. Yeah. Sorry for the
wow, I look beautiful, I look great, but at the same time he's improvising. Did you hear that part? Well, to you were improvising, but I was so feeling myself that I was kind of did you cry? No, I didn't cry, but trust me, I felt you know that moment that you wait for all your life.
Okay.
I don't want to get into it. So before we get to show the audience what stuff you have out there, I want you to tell them in your own words. If you were asked who is Wazih, what would you say?
Well, Wazih first is a human being. It's a boy.
That's the obvious. We know that. We know you're a human being. We know you're a boy. We know you're an artist. We know you're this. Just tell us that thing about you that we don't know.
That thing about me that most people don't know is that I'm actually a very emotional person. I'm a very attentive person, attentionate person, kind. But then I'm also very shallow at times. I could be shallow when it comes to really intimate relationships with people, because I just like keeping people at so that's mostly me.
Well, if there's one thing I've noticed about Wazih is the fact that he's honest. You know, there are times that when you give people this opportunity, they use it as a platform to say the best about themselves. But you do not only say the good about you, you accepted your weakness. To that, I would say those are the kind of people you should trust in society. Those are the kind of people you should rely on. It's very difficult for you to see people that will admit that, no, this thing I did is wrong. They always try to shift blame. Like I was shifting my blame of not being able to play the guitar to you because you didn't give me the guitar and stuff like that. So that's common in the society, but please try to always say it out. What's that bad side you have? So, sweetie, we've been talking the out. Let's get a little personal.
Okay.
Kind of quick.
Okay.
Are you taken?
No.
Baby daddy?
No.
Mommy, daddy's son?
But
It can't be both. Are you a mommy or daddy's son?
No, definitely.
Who would you run to first?
Mommy.
Mommy's son. Okay. So they say that 3 things a man can do without: women, cigarette, and alcohol.
I could do without the 3, but most definitely women.
No, you have to manage one. If you're not into women, then you should love your bottle so badly, or you should be smoking that you don't think of any other thing.
No, I don't do alcohol. I don't do cigarettes.
When they start beating around the bush like this, my sister, just know that thing. As you're leaving, you know that kind of thing that when you leave your guy's house, and then you come visiting like a week or days after you want to turn on the TV, Telemundo is on. Brother, which lady visited this house? So indirectly, Wazih is the women type of guy.
That is harsh. Bad.
What's the most expensive thing in your closet?
Me, watch.
Ah, he loves wrist.
Yeah.
Do we go for the price? Not really. We won't do that. I won't do that to you because you're my body.
Okay.
So, commonly, a lot of people start from the church. Did you start from church?
Yeah. My dad is a pastor, I could say. Yeah.
Hey, Pastor Pikins.
Well, he's of late now, but he was
But trust me, when I exclaim like that, it's not like it's a bad thing.
No, it's actually...
Trust me, he's definitely proud of you. Because you
my...
don't just jump around like every other person. You leave a message that in years to come, people will still listen to and say, oh, you know, when we're kids, right? I don't know how old you are, but let me just assume we are within the same age group. But when we're kids, remember us watching Manu Dibango and stuff like that. Yeah. Till today, I still give music credit to that part.
Yes.
I say, Daddy, you're awesome. Trust me, bro, you're taking that path.
Thank you.
So wherever Daddy is, he's proud of you.
He was my fan. He used to sell my CDs too for me. Yeah. Funnily, he was really in support of me.
Well, we thank God for that. So, one last question before we see your most recent video. Ready?
Yeah.
What has been your most embarrassed moment on a live performance?
I sang off key.
You're not serious. Were you doing your song?
We sang off. I sang off key. We were supposed to transpose, so I was with the pianist. So I was supposed to we're supposed to transpose, like while playing transpose to another key. So it seems as if the guy forgot that we had to transpose, so I transposed, and he was on the other key. So I was actually singing on another key, and it was quite embarrassing. But
so how did you manage it?
I smiled.
You just smiled?
Yeah, I smiled and looked at the guy and said, we are off key, and then the guy transposed, and then I just made it. No, we laughed.
But trust me, it has made you learn.
Yeah, a lot. Like,
if there's something I must say about myself, is the fact that I like failing. A lot of people will not believe it. I like failing. Why? When I fail, I always have reasons
to work hard.
To do a rethink. Why did I fail? What did I do wrong? What didn't I do? Those are the questions I ask myself, even though failing is never the best.
Yeah.
So it sucks, that's the word, but trust me, when you fail,
you reassess, you learn.
You reassess, and if truly you want to do it, unlike before that we were talking about trying this and trying that, it's only. I remember when I was doing internship, my very first seat behind the mic, oh, Ngwane Kingsley, that's supervisor of mine. Okay, everything was prepared. I was to present the news, and then get my seat. I'm sitting. I have my papers. The mic is standing there, and then I start reading, and then he's trying to tell me that the sound is not good enough. I should balance my mic. My very first time means I don't go off now. I froze for a while on set, and he had to just jump in, and then. Guess I had called all my family members. I'm going on air. Listen. So you can imagine what happened when I got back home. That should be my most embarrassed moment. So enough of the talking. We have been talking and talking and talking. But what proves that Wazih is a good singer, he's a good artist, he's a good songwriter. Let's watch this video of his, and when we come back, we'll be having some conclusions worth with him.
A thousand will fall by my left hand, 10,000 will fall by my right. 1,000 will fall by my left hand. 10,000 will fall by my right. I'll find you, I'll find you, find you. Girl, I'll go find you. Oh, oh, oh. I go love you, I love you, love you. Girl, I go love you. Oh, oh, oh. I minimized all the red flags. All I could see was the green light. I gave it all up for this chance. I put my whole life in your hands, and I could love you, I love you, love you. Girl, I could love you. Oh, I could find you, I'll find you, find you. I could find you. Oh, see, I could love you, I love you, love you. I could love you. I'll find you, I'll find you, find you. Girl, I'll find you. Oh, you've got my heart and soul. Give me yours, and you got my heart and soul. Give me yours. You've got my heart and soul. Give me yours. You've got my heart and soul. Give me yours. 1,000 will fall by my left hand. 10,000 will fall by my right.
I love you coming from Wazih. Was that for me?
Okay, you could relate.
No, I don't want to relate. Was it for me?
It was for you, Solange.
That's an assumption. That's an assumption I'm doing, because truly I wasn't there. We had not met by then, so it couldn't have been for me. But trust me, so every lady that is watching this program, for every lady that is listening to Wazih, he's an amazing singer. And there's that guy that is falling for you. I don't know who he is, but he's somewhere. Trust me, that guy that has been falling for me is around, and he's making me blush. Hello, sweetie. Okay, he's just smiling because he's off camera. So coming back to you, dear, I know some people do know you, but it doesn't change the fact that a lot of people don't know you, and a lot of people are not friends with you. But of course, they are so willing and dying to relate with you. How can they do that?
Okay, I'm very active on social media, especially Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. So on Facebook, the page is Wazih, Wazih, and the account is Meet Wazih. So, and then on Instagram is Wazih God, Wazih God is just one word.
Yeah.
Twitter is the same thing, Wazih God, is that with the out sign. I think it's easy to find me. On YouTube, it's just Wazih, Wazih. I have a lot of stuff there too. So
a lot of stuff to entertain you, and of course, educates you. Don't you educate?
I do. I definitely try. I try.
You try educating guys like Bivika Emmanuel, who does not know how to love me properly. So thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Solange.
So can you give a shout out to those people that have been very supportive of you?
Oh, I'll definitely start with my mom. She still believes in me. She believes in music in spite of what society says.
In spite of its ups and downs.
Yeah. I would like to give a shout out to my big brother and boss, Zexo, Mariachi, Brandon, to my whole team. Geraziko Guevara, he's the guy behind the visuals, he's our in-house video director, and Jiga is my sound engineer, personal sound engineer. Those are the guys I sleep, I eat with, I work with, and
of course they do inspire you too.
Yeah, a lot. They are really smart guys, above average IQ guys, so I learn a lot from them.
Are you sure you're not hiding something in there that you want to let out?
Nothing particular, just support me. I would love your support. I believe that I can only make it through the fans that are watching me right now, if they support me.
Of course, all artists, actors, and so they need your support. Do not forget to reach us on our Facebook pages. It is Inside Out Show for all. Yes, it is for all. Support your own. So, Bivika, can you just stop that? Thank you. And hey, he's saying that he's behind the camera. So thank you, Bivika Emmanuel, for being behind the cameras. Rolana's behind them, mixing the images, and of course, Patrick is transmitting them to you. But before we let this guy go, he'll be sending us out of this program with one of those pleas that got me crying earlier. But from us to you is good night. Until next episode, stay blessed.
My legs are weary from the struggle. My hands are broken, they are sore. I'm always hoping for tomorrow, and yet my next meal's not yet sure. There's a dream in my heart that is waiting to be showed. I've got memories of moments not yet leave. If they could take away the bullets and give me a book instead, maybe teach me a chord or two so I could sing songs like carry me go, water carry me go like dirty. I've been waiting for something, water take me from nothing to something. Water carry me go, as it carry me go like dirty. I've been waiting for something, water take me from nothing to something. I'm tired of running, I'm tired of running, I'm tired of running from myself. I'm tired of running, I'm tired of running, I'm tired of running from it all. Them traffic cages by our colors, draw lines for ground, make me no cross. No, never, no, let them put you inside condition. Never try to live and make them win. If there's a dream in your heart that is waiting to be showed, take your memories to moments and just leave. If you could take away these bullets and take a book instead, learn a chord or two so we could sing songs like carry me go, water carry me go like dirty. I've been waiting for something, water take me from nothing to something. Water carry me go, as it carry me go like dirty. I've been waiting for something, water take me from nothing to something. I'm tired of running, I'm tired of running, I'm tired of running from myself. I'm tired of running, I'm tired of running, I'm tired of running from it all. I'm tired of running, I'm tired of running, I'm tired of running from myself. I'm tired of running, I'm tired of